Coming in guys, coming in. G'day, I'm Jake from Make Science Fun, and in today's episode I'm going to show you guys how to make a sewage system for under $1,000. This sewage system can treat 1,000 litres a day, or enough sewage from 6 people. If you live in an urban area with like lots of houses, your sewage probably goes to like a giant council run or government run sewage system. And the first step is that they screen out they screen out all the bits and pieces, like the cotton buds and things that people flush down the toilet. Then it goes to this giant pond, and there the solids settle and like the fats and oils rise, and the middle liquid goes to this second giant tank where they blow lots of air through, and there's lots of aerobic bacteria, and that aerobic bacteria breaks down a lot of the sulfates and the nitrates, and then eventually that water's pretty clean, and usually it's pumped into a river or into an ocean. My friend built this system about 12 years ago, and it's been going fantastic ever since. It's actually got council approval. That's how good the system is. Some people who live in rural areas actually have like a septic system. In the septic system, it's like just one tank, the sewage comes in, the solids settle, and then the fats and oils float, and then that's it. The middle liquid just like goes out and underground, and like it just waters the ground. That's a pretty basic system, and like when it rains and stuff, like you do get pollution into the local creeks and rivers and that sort of thing, so they're not that very good. But there's a system called an Aerated Waste Water Treatment system, or AWTS. Much better. It's got like a giant tank, but it's got like 6 compartments. And like the first compartment, yes, the sewage comes in, the solids settle, the fats float, and then it goes to the next compartment. And in the next compartment, there's anaerobic bacteria that break down certain parts of the sewage, and then it flows to the next part, and then it flows to the 4th tank, and in the 4th tank, like air's blown through it, and then the 5th tank, air's blown through it, and the 6th tank, that's the final settling tank, and there's some chlorine. The water that comes out of the 6th tank is actually pretty good, and you can like spray it on your lawn or on your garden. The problem is those commercial systems are like $15,000. I kid you not, 15 grand. And so my friend, he actually designed and built his own system for under $1,000. Let me show you how it works. This is the first tank, and like all the sewage comes in from this point here, from the house. The solids and stuff settle, the fats rise. I won't take off the lid because it's just too bad. But come around here, what happens is the liquid, there's a pipe about this high, the liquid flows into this second tank. Now in this second tank, there's no air and anaerobic bacteria that breaks down certain parts of the sewage. It then flows slowly, actually, let's have a look in tank number 2. Do you dare me? Over here. Here we go. This is gonna be gross. I'm gonna get some. Look at that. Oh, gross. Oh, it's got all like the floaties and stuff in it. That is disgusting. Oh, let's leave that there for now. So now the sewage flows from tank 2 into tank 3, where again, there's no air or anything like that, just anaerobic bacteria. But then the magic happens. Check this one out. Tank number 4, there's actually air which is blown. Have a look at this pump. Air is actually blown from this pump. And so this pump uses a little bit of electricity, and it blows out air through this pipe. Okay, so the air gets blown to the bottom of this tank, and it comes out in little bubbles. And let's have a look at this. There's actually some growth media in here. So there's like lots of plastic and mesh and that sort of thing for the bacteria and the slime to live on. Then we come over to the tank number 5. Tank number 5, have a look at this. The water's getting a lot cleaner. You can see lots of bubbles blowing through it. The nitrates and the sulfates are being broken down by the aerobic bacteria. In the 6th tank, air's blown through it again. As you can see, the water is much cleaner, much cleaner. You can just see a few bubbles and that sort of thing coming up. You can see some of the the growth media there also. Have a look at this. So there's more growth media for the bacteria to grow on, and slime and that sort of thing. There's about 7 or 8 of these things in each tank. Pop that back on. And then finally we've got the settling tank. And check this out. This is the final tank. Get a scoop of water. Here we go. Are you ready? Look at that! Look at that! Oh, yeah. I could almost drink that. Have a look at that. Hey? Oh, let me get tank number 2. Okay, tank number 2 to tank number 7. This water gets some chlorine put in. It's got some floating chlorine tablets, and they kill off any of the remaining bacteria. And this water then goes through a pipe, and it goes underground, and it like waters the lawn and that sort of thing. Awesome. Come and have a look. Stick your camera in there. Look how clean that water is. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay, so here's the outlet. It goes out to the lawn to keep the lawn and the gardens watered. Fantastic. The reason that this system is so cheap is that these tanks, which are 1,000 litres each, are actually a waste product. We actually import detergents and chemicals into the country with these things. They're called IBCs, or intermediate bulk containers. And once we've actually got the detergent out or the chemical out, the companies actually have to get rid of them. And you can get them for like $80 each. So 7 tanks at $80 each is $560. That pump is like $400, so you've got about $960. And then there's just a little tiny bit of plumbing. So the whole system costs about $1,000 to go from that to that. Cheers, everybody. Tricked ya. I'm hoping that this system goes viral, because you know it really does save the creeks and the rivers. It actually does exactly the same thing as a commercial aerated wastewater treatment system. How good is that? The things you learn on Make Science Fun. Anyway, look, if you've enjoyed the episode, you've learnt something, make sure you subscribe, tell some friends about the channel. Okay, bye for now. Jake from Make Science Fun. Bye.